With all that down and out of the way, let's get things started, shall we? And we're going to start off with a sad one. News came out, I believe it was yesterday, that legendary actor Terence Stamp, who in pop culture probably best known, obviously, for Kneel Before Zod, Zod in Superman 2, Chancellor Valorum in the Star Wars prequels, but just literally for decades and decades and decades, a literary or a literal iconic thing. Billy Budd was where, a lot of people. What was the one he did? Queen of the Desert.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Queen of the Desert, where he played a drag queen and stuff like that. And I mean, he just did everything and was everything to everybody. He passed away, and one of the absolute most iconic voices in the history of Hollywood. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't look at, was he not the voice of Jor-El in Smallville? I think he was.
He probably was.
I think he was the disembodied voice of Jor-El in Smallville. I think he was at any rate. Somebody in the live chat. Oh, people in the live chat are saying yes, he was.
Okay.
But one of my favorite stories. I remember I heard this story that he told about how at one point he moved to India because people were putting out casting calls for a young Terence Stamp. And he was in his early 30s. So he got really kind of dismayed by all that and thought maybe his career was over. And he moved to India, and he tells a story, Rob. I watched the interview with him when he was doing it. He tells a story about how he got a telegram from his agent, basically telling him they want him for this Superman movie, but then in all caps, you will be having scenes with Marlon Brando. And that got him to come back. And then the next leg of his career kind of went. So anyway, I mean, what a career, what a life well lived. But we've lost one of the legends. Terence Stamp dies at the age of 87. Rob, when you think of the incredible Terence Stamp, what are you going to think of the most?
Oh, I go all the way back to the 60s. He was in a pretty messed up movie called The Collector. And you'd imagine what he collects. And it ain't Hot Toys figures. And then he was in an early comic book movie, Modesty Blaze, which has a great theme song. But one of my favorite things that he was in is Wall Street. He played Larry Wildman. Yep. I'm going to break you, mate. I mean, he was going right up against Gordon Gekko.
I could buy and sell you.
I mean, he was awesome in that. And then, of course, there's a movie called The Hit in the 80s another movie that he was in. But he was awesome in Soderbergh's. I mean, I think most modern film audiences remember him from The Limey. Yeah. The name's Wilson. He was so good in The Limey. I love that movie so much. And incredible. But he was, I mean, can you imagine, that guy was a very handsome dude.
People forget, in his earlier career, he was the Leo DiCaprio Boy magazine cover. He was the heartthrob.
Man, if you were in Swingin' London and you were Terence Stamp
in the 1960s, life was good.
You were eating well. You were probably, yes, you were eating everything you wanted back then. Let me tell you, I love that guy. And, he had one of the great voices of all time.
He really did.
And if you see him when he's in The Limey.
And you know what? It just got better as he aged.
Totally.
His voice got more distinct, more refined, just more powerful.
And, he had one of those faces where it almost didn't look real. It was so angular. It was like somebody sculpted his face. Like God himself said, I'm going to step in here. I'm going to sculpt Terence Stamp's face. I mean, and when you saw it, he had this, even as Chancellor Valorum, which was not a very well-written part.
No.
I thought he was kind of squandered. But even in that, he he looked like the leader of men.
He looked like the High Chancellor, Chancellor of the Republic.
He really did.
He really did.
I mean, he was, and Jar Jar Binks had him ousted from his job. Vote of no confidence for no Chancellor Valorum.
No confidence.
There's a lot to answer for.
Oh, guys, question is for you. It's a sad day, but man, what a career, what a life, what contributions he made to our collective culture and society through his art. What do you guys think of when you think of Terence Stamp? What jumps out to you the most? What's maybe some hidden gems of his that maybe a lot of people don't talk about? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.